few countries which are very liberal, like Dubai and UAE is much better in that sense. And that also will be considered as one of the metrics when you decide on that. And practicing there, it all depends on the infrastructure wise. Middle East provides much better infrastructure than what we have, in a practice scenario, or the kind of lab infrastructure that you get to see. In Middle East, because they are cash rich, they have a very good infrastructure, laboratory infrastructure. That way, you will get to see good exposure. What this is. But if you are comfortable living in those kind of places and you wanted good standard of living, get exposed to good infrastructure, and most of the the faculty or the senior most staff in most of these Middle East laboratories are mainly from Indians and somebody from Egypt, and you have people from Africa, and all this. These are the kind of people that you can gel into the team, and how you can get yourself embedded into the team, working with them. It all depends upon your individual, that. So they offer good money, but job security is one thing which one needs to be very, very careful. Don't pick up random offers. You need to have a proper offers from them. You have to have that licensing documentation. A lot of agents are available. You need to be very clear. I mean, a lot of people who got ended up messy, in their jobs, and then they have spoiled their careers. That time, that kind of things also happen. But it all depends on thorough, diligent, background checkings. So it's one of the options, but it's again individual choice.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Hello. Sir, I have finished my post graduation, sir. I would like to go to Canada, sir. I was just wanting, should we do our residency again in Canada, sir? Like if we want to work there, or
yeah, Canada, I think more or less it's like a UK kind. So you need to take their that Canadian board exam.
Okay, sir.
And Canadian board exam.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Before that, what you can actually do is you can go on to Canadian immigration sites, or if you have any of your relatives, they can also guide you in this. And you can go on to before you take this exam, what I actually recommend you is go to an immigration site, which is a proper, good. There are a lot of fake immigration sites also. Don't fall into trap with them. And then you go on to the decent immigration sites, which the government itself endorses, and then try to get a, these days getting a PR is becoming easy actually in Canada. So because they are inviting a lot of skilled people, and there is a specialist pathway for that as well, on especially doctors, they top that list, and then you can apply for a permanent residency. They will give you a scoring system based on your educational background, your working background, and all that. And especially if your spouse is also a doctor, your chances are much better. Anybody who is aged more than 50, they are least likely to have a chance there. Once your score, fits into that eligibility criteria, you will be offered. I think you need to do a clear an English exam, which can be like a TOEFL or something, and what do you call it? IELTS. Once you do that, then based on the scoring and a little bit of Canadian dollar fee, I think if you become eligible for a permanent residency, they can invite you over. Especially that works if you have a good, either relative base to help you out in the initial days. Once you obtain that, if you look at the board and then try to take the exams, then things will become easy for you, because your visa status is going to help in securing a much better place, and your job also will come very fast once you do that the training program, just like UK.
So is 3 years necessary? Is 3 years? Should I do the 3 years of residency there?
This again is individualized. Usually it is 3 years. If you are exemplary and very extraordinary in your CV, they may waive off any year. But it is unlikely for any Indians, Indian training, I mean, even institute training also. So if you are very exemplary and if you have shown good things, and if you have done well in interview, then they may waive off, but don't take that that waiver is going to be that easy.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Go ahead, please.
Disha and Monica are also.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Anyone please ask?
Good evening, sir. Sir, what about the PhD options after MD pathology?
Good question. I'll just just give me a minute. I'm coming there. So PhD is, in fact, if you look at US training program, what they have is something called MD PhDs. So that will be an integrated program along with MD. You start your PhD thesis also, and then you finish your PhD also at the end of MD PhD at the end of 5 years. So coming to it all depends again where you want to do it. MD PhD, you should have a very strong research kind of bent of mind. Unless you have it, it is very difficult to get motivated. PhD is a full-time hands-on commitment, and it's a very, very rigorous work. And unless PhD, I strongly prefer for you to do, if you want to do it, go to Canada or US for that matter, not even in UK. If you want to do a PhD, pursue it in Canada, pursue it in US. Australia, I'm not too sure. Canada and US are the best places for you, because I can tell you this. There's some place called British Columbia Cancer Agency. Their website, they offer something called CHIR training program, which if you're for all this, one needs to build up a very strong CV right through their residency years. If they have made their CV stronger, that much more. Whatever you do in your 3 years, take a break from your medical school, go to a place where it is, hands-on training is intense, get yourself trained, learn the nitty-gritties of the procedure, then you become more qualified. Because what is going to happen is, if you apply to any of these places, they will arrange a telephonic call and they will ask you a lot of technical questions. What Canadian people or US people, they'll ask, again, this comes through connections. Your faculty or anybody that you know of, if they have a good rapport with any other people who are conducting PhD programs or residency directorship programs, then your faculty can email them or call them and then just tell one of my students is coming. So, and what they're going to do is they're going to assess you on a telephonic conversation. They happen with me. And they're going to ask you a lot of technical questions. For me, in my instance, what happened is they asked me about Southern blot. Well, I'm equipped to do a Southern blot technique or not. So that's how telephonic conversations happen, especially if you want to be a PhD, this thing. CCMB, lot of PhD, a lot of research organizations are available. It all depends on your, the HODs to just an email to CCMB or wherever good research is happening. Just rotate you there for 6 months and then make you well equipped for you to participate. Allow you to participate in the research program. PhD, if you want to practice outside of India, it's good. You will have a very good opportunities in terms of employment also, and you have a research or tenure track positions. A lot of them are actually available even in Canada and US. With the MD background, PhD, it is double-edged sword. You can do pathology, you can do PhD kind of stuff. A lot of openings are available. Lot of things to grab. The local people, they may not be interested in that. I think those kind of opportunities are very much there. But we can choose your area. What area you want? What is at the top level of research in pathology is something you have to identify. That should suit your interest. Then pick up that area and start planning for your PhD. PhD requires a lot of contacts, recommendations from your faculty, and training and publications. I hope that answered the question.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, I think Monica wants to ask something.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please, Monica.
So currently, actually, SRL lab in Mumbai is offering a fellowship in molecular pathology. I read it somewhere. So would you like to suggest a fellowship in India or abroad, sir, regarding molecular pathology?
Molecular pathology, again, that is again multiple levels. There are advanced level of molecular techniques also. But what is offered in India, like for example, NGS also these days now available. Very good training facilities are available in India also. It all depends on where you want to practice. If you don't have a fancy to go to US or something, if you have a provision there, go there. If you can't go there, pursue whatever is SRL is offering. I think is in TMC, Kolkata is also offering molecular pathology, especially in cytogenetics and all that. And NGS trainings, the companies are offering. The machine companies, they do a lot of NGS fellowship training programs. Sometimes you can get them on IJPM websites also. And Pathology Outlines is one good source of all these training programs and different kind of fellowships that are available everywhere. And BMJ Careers is one place where you can get good, opportunities. So these are, it all depends. As far as practice of molecular pathology, Indian training is decent enough. Now I think most of the places, especially in Mumbai and places like Vellore and Tata Medical Centers, all these are providing good training facilities. You don't have to even go to US for that, unless you want to have very core transcriptomics or proteomics kind of stuff. You can very well do that kind of programs and practice your molecular pathologies in the country. Even NGS training. I think NGS is going to be a part of our lives very, very soon, especially in cities like this. NGS training has to be part of the curriculum. And it all is happening in the country. A lot of training programs are available.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Anyone wants to ask anything?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, actually, I'm right now in Dubai, sir. I just finished my DNB pathology from India.
From where?
But the thing is, yeah, DNB pathology, sir.
DNB pathology from where?
From Jamshedpur, Tata Main Hospital.
Oh, good. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
But the thing is, I'm stuck here because of lack of experience. I'm not able to get into this. My family is already settled here. So
Okay.
in this regard, I have my basic license over here, GP MOH license. But the thing is, other clinical subjects, they are getting as a GP in their respective departments. But pathology as such, they don't have any post as such in. So if I want to get experience here, it is very difficult for me. So, and
Correct.
again, going back to India, SRship, that is also. So what would you suggest as for my career in pathology, sir? In
How
this
long
field?
have you been there in Dubai?
So I just finished my this one from India, but my family is here only. I had gone for my studies and came back.
Oh, okay. But you belong to Dubai. That's where your family is.
Yeah, my husband is settled here, sir. Yeah.
So what is he?
He is a businessman, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. In Dubai
But
right now, are you employed anywhere?
no, sir. Just now I came. Actually, in October I got my results. So
Okay.
I have before I have cleared GP MOH license, like basic after MBBS license. I have based on my previous. I did my diploma also and then DNB. So before on my past experience, I have GP license. I have cleared. But for specialist license, they ask post PG 3 years compulsory, and then we should upgrade our license. So that is
That's
the
true.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. That's a very tricky situation actually. There's no other way
Yeah.
shortcut to licensing there. You need to follow whatever is the licensing guidelines that they have.
Yes, sir. Either I should do like home country, I should again get experience and then come back, I think.
That's the only thing I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have because you can't bypass the licensing norms there.
Yeah, no, I just like if any this one, nothing else to get experience over here. That's
I can suggest this, but I'm not very sure about it. What you can do is you can approach like any university-based hospitals there.
Yes, sir.
You can approach them.
I have applied, sir. Like they have some post like teaching line. This one, I think.
Whatever post, teaching
yeah.
little bit of practice you will be doing. This is only for on paper, but you will be part of it. And then that experience you can show, and then probably you can appear for a license exam again.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sure.
Only because nobody is going to offer you in a private setting.
That's true.
You have to get into university or a medical school. Then put up your experience there. Put up your experience there, and then start applying for licensing. If you are in Dubai, and then probably you can approach things like Gulf Medical University or somewhere. Hello? Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good
Good
evening.
evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you suggest any centers for doing fellowships in hematopathology, sir?
Fellowships in hematopathology. You have one good program in Tata, Bombay.
Okay, sir.
And other than that, I mean, if you're talking about lab hematology,
Yes,
no,
sir.
hematology. No, only I think they are the ones who have a good structured program. That will be for 2 years, where you get to see a lot of flow cytometry work and molecular work and all that.
Okay, sir.
TMC
Thank you,
Kolkata and TMC Mumbai.
Okay, sir.
And you can do it even in CMC Vellore also.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mhm.
Hello, am I
Yeah, yeah.
audible?
Yes, yes, please do.
Hello, sir. This is Dr. Neha from Pune.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I had the same question regarding fellowships in hematopathology, but
Mhm.
I would like to be a little specific with the location. Are there any good fellowships in Pune, in Maharashtra?
Pune, DNB they have in Sahyadri. Sahyadri they have a DNB program in clinical hematology. I'm not too sure about lab, but the lab there is very good. You get to
I'm done.
for a small training program and an observership program or something just to prime yourself. I think it's one good place to visit. Actually.
Okay, okay, sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I'm a third year pathology resident, sir.
Mhm.
So wanted to ask you that some of the centers in India are offering a SRship of 1 year, as well as some others are offering for 3 years SRship.
Okay.
So which one to go through, sir? I mean, which is better, and in terms of what?
It's again individual choice. If you can pick up everything in 1 year, you don't have to waste your time 3 years there.
No, sir, but at some centers, MCI is recognizing 3 years for again for AP and not 1 year. But some centers are offering for 1 year, sir.
That's true. I mean, whatever the eligibility criteria, if they are asking for 3 years, you have to be there 3 years. If you want to practice, 1 year is also sufficient. It all depends upon you.
So if basically if we want to join a teaching hospital, then we should go for 3 years.
3 years, obviously. That because that is an
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Sir, I just wanted to ask one more thing, sir. Sir, I've heard that FRC Path 1, the Part 1 exam, you can write it from India, sir. So if you clear your Part 1 exam, can you be assured of a job in pathology in UK, or can we go through only PLAB?
No. FRC Path 1 will make you eligible to sit for FRC Path 2. That's it. You will not get any job based on FRC Path 1.
Okay, sir. So if you have to go to UK and if you want to work there, to get the registration done, you have to go through PLAB.
PLAB, I think there are exemptions for PLAB now. You don't have to have a PLAB. You can directly write your FRC Path Part 1.
Okay,
And then
sir.
you need to clear your English exam, which is IELTS. I think the score of 7.5, I think average is required. And then once you do that, sit for Part 1. That can be done in India. A lot of centers that conduct USMLE also, they are conducting, I think, Prometric or something, they do it. And
Okay, sir.
initially it used to be centers in Mumbai, Grants Medical College or something, they used to conduct these tests. Now you can get the sample test questions, everything available on the MRC Path website. You can get all the papers and sample papers and all that you can see. Most of them will be Part 1, it's all MCQ based, and Part 2 will all be practical, and you have to go there for Part 2. And one difficult thing that will be there in Part 2 is your morbid anatomy, forensic pathology, and all that grossing and dissection and all that will be thoroughly examined.
Okay.
That you have to do. Part 1 will not ensure you a job in UK.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Srinivas. This is Dr. Kalyan from Vijayawada.
Okay.
I just want to know that what is the scope of our postgraduates to work as faculty in overseas medical schools?
Okay. Overseas medical schools, again, they need to have a registration in their local medical councils, first of all. And they need to qualification equivalence. Some of the, like in some universities like West Indies and Jamaica and all these places, they are having something called an equivalence. If their equivalence of their medical school, teaching matches with what you have trained in India, they are okay to have you there. But again, this needs some connections. So you need to have some of your alumni who were part of the institute, who is working right there. Recommendation works there, and you can get into a teaching faculty in places like that. But in teaching faculty in places like UK, US, you need to take all the basic pathway. That again is a very cumbersome. So medical schools abroad, very limited scope. Very few places where if you can prove your equivalence of your qualification with the local ones, then with a little bit of push and recommendation from friends of your alumnus, then probably you can get in. But in places like US, UK, Canada, you have to take all the grind before you become eligible to teach their students.
Okay, then. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sir. How can I get super specialty or training in molecular genetics, sir?
Molecular genetics, there are a few places which are actually offering these kind of fellowships. One is in TMC Kolkata, and one you have it in CMC Vellore and TMC Kolkata. These are the, and even this thing, Tata Mumbai. And there's one place which is affiliated to Tata, it's called AgTech. This is Advanced Center.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
There's one advanced center of Tata, which is the extension of Tata Mumbai. It's called AgTech. That is a place where you can get this.
Okay, sir.
And watch out for a place called Dhirubhai Ambani Knowledge City, which is again in Navi Mumbai, where they give training for molecular techniques. If somebody is interested in cell culture techniques, somebody wanted to do something in cellular therapies and cell culture and all this, somebody is interested in PhD. So cell cultures and kind of cellular therapies, and this is the future. So you can get good training, hands-on training programs in places like this. Dhirubhai Ambani Knowledge City, they offer this. So make note of that. And training is available in a lot of places, like IASU also offers few training courses. CCMB in Hyderabad offers good courses. So depends on what you're.
Thank you, sir.
I hear you properly. Hello? Hello?
To work as a consultant. Hello? Will we be able to work as a consultant pathologist? Hello? Hello? Hello, sir?
Yeah,
hello?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah,
able
hello.
to work as a consultant? Will we be able to work as a consultant pathologist in UK after passing FRC Part 2?
Yeah. You will be.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Sir, how can I do this fellowship in hematology, sir? Will it be useful, sir, in future, or DM hematology will be given preference, sir?
No, the preference, it's not about qualification. As I told you, it's not about qualification. It's what you can do. Whether it is a 2-year fellowship program or a 3-year DM course, qualification doesn't matter. If you, I mean, what any interviewer is going to ask you, what you can do. If you are very good in your training, very good in your subject, even a fellowship also will do. No preferences there. Nobody will get an additional chip just because you are a DM or you are 1 year more than a fellowship. No, nothing like that. Hello.
Okay, Ria wants to ask. Please go ahead.
Go ahead, Ria. Hello.
No response. No more questions?
Sir, one more. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sir. Regarding difference of opinion for pathologists to do clinical hematology, like there's a difference of opinion because mostly clinicians, they don't consider as equivalence because it's a clinical field, and even pathologists are divided in this view. Like some pathologists are doing, it depends on the person, but like scope after doing DM and if there may be a difference because you're from pathology background, practicing in corporate hospitals or like that.
Not at all. Not at all. Once you have become and qualified as a DM clinical hematology, nobody is going to bother whether you have come from pathology stream or medicine stream, unless you acquire, you are not acquiring good clinical skills, which I'm sure everybody can do it after a 3-year rotation. You can acquire good enough clinical skills in your 3-year residency, and you are no less than any clinical person. So you don't take it that way, and you will be discriminated. Nobody even bothers whether if you are good in your subject, you are good in your conference and your training. It all comes with your training. You are as good as anybody else.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening. I wanted to know about the prospect of molecular pathology MSc in UK.
In UK?
Yeah.
In UK?
MSc molecular pathology. There are a lot of places which are offering this.
No, the molecular pathology anywhere outside India is going to be a good prospect. That will give you a job for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it is very, very much practiced in Western world. You can easily pursue molecular pathology, anywhere outside India.
Okay.
Any more questions, or we will stop the interactive session, sir? Any more questions?
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. So
Yeah, go ahead.
So can we get training in molecular pathology in UK without FRC, sir?
That again depends on the connections. If you have a good connection, you can go for a 2-month observership or this thing. If you want a paid observership, a paid training program, little difficult. Unpaid programs depends on the connections. And these are the only 2 ways of getting into a training program there. That again depends upon connections, as I told you. And if you want to do a proper you take an FRC path in molecular pathology and pursue.
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, my name is Dr. Sadhi, sir. So I want to know that whether we have any online programs.
No, volume.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, there are any online programs, sir, for the fellowships in India? Can we get anything online programs, sir?
Online fellowship programs, you mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, anything online as far as training, I'm not a great believer in online fellowship training programs. They are just just adding on to your qualification. But unless there is a proper hands-on physical training is not a training. Online fellowships and all that, they don't carry much.
Okay, sir. Sir, like if you're practicing in Hyderabad, such type of cities, sir, do we need compulsory to have a fellowship, sir? Because everyone cannot get the fellowship now, sir. So,
that's true, yeah. it's not that you have a fellowship and you will be welcomed with open hands. It's not like that. It all depends upon the need of that particular hospital. If you fit into the need of that hospital, they will take you irrespective of whether you have a fellowship or a super qualified degree or something like that. It all depends upon the need of that hospital. And the need is something that we need to judge. We need to see how much that hospital has that kind of work. So again, you need to be familiar with what is the requirement in the place where you want to go.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Not that somebody has got a better qualification, they'll be, no, it's not like that.
Sir, like we are the pathologist, as a pathologist, sir, we are able to biochemistry, microbiology, and all the departments, sir. We have a knowledge in all the departments.
Correct.
So, applying for any hospital, like St. Hospital, they were just saying like you manage the whole lab.
Correct.
So such conditions are like we are more concentrating. It is going like this. We are more concentrating on the biochemistry and other microbiology very less. But
correct.
We are seeing very less cases, sir. So as I got passed out 2 years back, sir. So I type of job and I'm doing that, but I don't have any satisfaction in doing that job, sir, because I'm not learning anything in the pathology.
Correct.
I don't have any opportunity in that area, so I'm doing that one. So
You're not alone in this. I'm sure at least 50% of the people will be having that kind of career path. So the problem here is, unlike any other clinical specialties or something, when it comes to the laboratory, a significant portion of that is again depends on the commerce part of it. Once you have a corporate hospital or any other hospital, what matters to the management who runs the hospital is how better we are managing the commerce part of it. Science part of it will come later. First, the commerce part of it comes. The commerce part of that, then how much of surgical work is happening. It all depends upon which place you are choosing. You have to choose the right place. What sort of work they are offering you.
Yes, sir.
So unfortunately, very few of us will have that opportunity to really get into those kind of hospitals which offer work to our satisfaction.
Yes, sir.
So you have to choose a place where there is a right balance of everything. And running the entire lab is a very good challenge. One should take the challenge and opportunity, because that's one thing that is very special to any pathologist, because they are trained in such a way they can handle all. But don't lose that uniqueness, and at the same time, you need to be satisfied, with your contributions to the lab. You need to have that kind of scope. It all depends upon where you want to work and what the place is offering.
But this decision, I'm not understanding as this decision is passed out and I'm doing this job.
I can't hear you properly, so I can't hear you properly.
It's from MD pathology, but now I am doing this lab managing the job. That is good decision or not? I am not understanding, sir. Please guide me, sir.
Sorry, your volume is very feeble. I could not catch the entire question.
Sir, am I audible, sir? Now?
Little more.
Sir, I'm audible, sir, now?
Yeah, faintly. Yeah. Go ahead.
Now, sir?
Yeah. Now it's better.
Sir, 2 years back, I passed out, sir, pathology. But now I'm doing this lab management part, sir. So, is my decision?
Very, very good question. This is a very good question. In fact, the day you have chosen to do pathology, you need to be a very good manager in the first place. And shying away from management should not be, a part of pathology curriculum. You need to be a good manager. If you want to be a good pathologist, you need to be a good manager. Okay, because sooner or later, your aspiration would be like that you want to head the lab or a department or something. So, man management skill is something which is very much essential. It is not that, I'm not interested. Most of the pathologists have this habit of saying, I'm not interested in management. I don't want to get into all that headache. Because you being the boss who is responsible for the functioning of the entire laboratory, you have to own up the management part as well. That will be, whether it is a man management or whether it is a quality management, whether it is a stock management, whether it is, your answerability to the management of the hospital. You are the leader. Once you become the leader, any pathologist is a leader. Somebody who is a junior is growing up to be a leader. They have to acquire all this skill set. That's what exactly my point is. Everybody should not shy away from management skills. Management skills are very much required. It is part and parcel of the curriculum, part and parcel of our careers. And don't shy away from that, because it is one of your significant, portion of your responsibilities as a lab director or anybody who is leading any laboratory, that you become as a part of it.
Yes, sir.
And that is the expectation in most of the corporate hospitals.
Yes, sir. That's true, sir. Like,
And you can't run away from it. You can't just simply say, I will not be able to do it. If you are saying that, then you are losing your potential as a leader.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I have listened that some IIM college, sir, Indian Institute of Management, such type of institutes are giving the healthcare management and strategic courses, sir, 10 months and 1 year courses.
Right.
Yes, sir, like to better develop our management skills.
Yeah. That's a very good option. Actually, IIM Ahmedabad, they offer it. They offer every year, but they charge a bit high, and almost to the tune of ₹1,00,000 they charge. But what they call it as a clinical laboratory management program.
Yes, sir. Yes.
A business school model of training will definitely help you in improving your skill set. Definitely, that's a good way of getting a management training. That's good.
Okay, sir. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much for a valuable suggestion, sir. I was Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
Shall we continue the interactive session or we'll stop, sir? Your wish.
It's your wish. I mean, if anybody there left, you can take on. Otherwise, we can call it.
Okay, I think we will stop this interactive session. Already we have discussed so many questions, and sir has answered so many questions elaborately. So we'll go ahead. So next, some formalities. I will request our Kumar Guru sir to please convey his heartfelt vote of thanks to our speaker and to the participants.
Good evening, everybody. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Good evening, everybody. First, I wish to congratulate today's speaker, Dr. Upendra Srinivas sir, for enlightening all our postgraduate students and the junior staff about various options that are available for us following our post-graduation course. Right now, super specialization or making ourselves into an expert might be optional, but in future, this may become a survival trend. That is what I feel. Survival trend for the budding pathologist. Right now, it is just optional, or it may be some additional. But later on, it may become somewhat like mandatory for survival. Means if you have to have better survival chances in this society and in this system. So in that way, this particular program was I feel it was very successful, and many people interacted with us, and they got satisfactory answers from sir. I thank sir very much for this. Here now, I wish to thank Dr. Kiran sir for hosting this session, and also all our executive body members and members of our association, IAPM AP Association, for the solid support, for providing us a solid support. And also all our viewers, virtual viewers, the audience, they participated very well in this particular program. I thank them all. We had a very good interactive session. Sir also answered most of our questions to their satisfaction. And at last, I request all of you to please provide us the valuable feedback for this session. The link will be provided by tomorrow. Please provide us the feedback so that we can improve and we can have more such sessions in near future. Thank you very much. Over to Kiran Kumar sir.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Kumar Guru sir. That was a very good way of thanking everyone. So now actually I wanted our president sir to give concluding remarks, but today is not there. He could not participate in the meeting. So on behalf of our president sir, I will just conclude this session, being the secretary of IIPM chapter. Really, we are very fortunate, sir. Upendra sir has agreed and to present another such wonderful, interesting, informative lecture so soon, and it was really very encouraging for us. And fortunately, I have, this information I kept in our national IAPM group also. That's why we have found very good response from postgraduates throughout India. That's why today we had almost 85 participants, and most of the postgraduates from not only from AP, from other states also we found. That's a very good welcoming sign that this topic has attracted so many people nationwide. And fortunately, they could clarify all their diverse doubts, so many doubts, because it's a very good, important topic. And Upendra Srinivas sir has volunteered to present this topic, because generally these academic topics we are well aware in all the sessions, but this kind of rare topic, very few people will come forward to present. But Upendra Srinivas sir is so kind and heartfully has come forward to help so many budding pathologists, and definitely it will help all of us. And so many information we got in the global this framework and the scenarios we have come to know. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you all the participants and all the faculty and postgraduates in AP and throughout India, and for your active participation and nice interaction. So with this we will end this today's session. It's already too late, and we have taken a lot of time of our speaker, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Right, my pleasure.
Yeah. So I will just post the feedback link shortly in all the WhatsApp groups, and will request all the participants to please give their valuable feedback so that we can improve further on this type of online sessions. Thank you very much. So I will end this today's session. Thank you all. Thank you.